I'm gonna run a short video for you. Here we're gonna do the paint measurements. I've already did the preliminary exterior inspection where I took plenty of pictures of the body lines, door gaps that I still need to do the photo analysis on. But let's go ahead and get these measurements. The meter I'll be using, it's an electromagnetic paint meter, and it measures in the thousandths of an inch. If we get a reading that's showing specifically 19.7, well, that's an indication of body filler. The how much is being used, we don't know. You would have to sand it down to metal to figure that out, which I don't think would be necessary. And also, we're actually fortunate. When I first started, the sun wasn't out. Now that it's shining right now, the color is really popping. So it's like a transformation just right in front of me. But let's go ahead and start here. One of the things I like to check too is for bumper alignment. So let's decide to run my finger here. It stops there. Okay, this I mean slightly off. Your casual observer would never pick up on that. Well, probably wouldn't pick up on that. Looking at the bezels on the headlamps, look pretty nice. I took some pictures here. This might polish out there. Again, you have to get pretty close to see all that. And then just a little bit of little bubbling there on the chrome trim. Body lines look pretty nice. I think the right side's a little tighter. Again, I've got photos of all that. Also, here you can see where it's slightly more tarnished. Right? Oh, let's get the paint meter readings. 16.5 thousandths of an inch. 19. Let's try that again. 19.7. So we know there's body filler in this area. 19.7, more body filler. 19.7. So when I start seeing signs of body filler, what I need to look out for now is quality of workmanship. So I kind of go up and down on the panel, right? And I'm looking for any type of waviness or prep issues, right? So it looks like it's nicely done. Right, so we've got various angles there. Moving on. And then I like to just kind of drop down here and just get a side panel view. Again, I'm just looking for any waviness in the body, dings or dents that may not typically be seen looking straight on. Looking at the left front wheel, BF Goodrich's 235. I think that says 60. But these are actually takeoffs from another vehicle. I think the seller said that it'll come with the other rims and tires, but you'll have to ask him. I mean, he has them here, so I'll ask to see them. I also like to get a shot of the wheel well area while I'm here. And I'll be looking at the vehicle underneath as well. But I always like to capture this. Try to get as many angles as I can. Right, moving on. I think I'm going to put the fender reading 19.5, 15, 19.7, some body filler there. Windshield wipers in good shape there. I'll see how they work still. The glass, I don't see any obvious chips or scratches or delamination. Usually look for that in the corners. Quick view of the top. It looks like it's nicely sealed on the post. And a quick view from here. Looking at the glass, looks good. You can see some tarnishing here on the outside mirror. That looks pretty good. Wing window, don't see any signs of delamination or scratches. That's good. Okay. I also like to take a look to see how it seals. Right here you can see just a slight little gap right there. So typically you try to avoid the rain anyways. These cars are only meant for nice sunny days, right? Okay. Looking on here, on the side view here. Just some minor little chips here on the door. Let's get those paint meter readings. 19.7, 21, 19.7, 19.7. So okay, so at least we know it's not an all metal finish, which I wasn't expecting anyways. Let's get the quarter panel, 19 thousandths of an inch. Okay, body filler down there. Body filler. Okay, I mean we're getting the gist of it now. But the quality workmanship definitely looks like it's dialed in. Here, the trim looks like it's slightly protruding there. I don't know if it's a shadow, but looks like it's coming out just a little bit. Rear tire, I don't see any sidewall damage on this one here. 235/60 15s. Let's get a shot of the wheel well area. And then one final view here from the side. All right, let's run the finger here through the back bumper here. Okay, this one's pretty much dialed right in. Another view from the back, and view of the top. Let's get the trunk lid readings. 19.7, 19.7. Okay, rear window looks nice and clear. Don't see any creases on there, or scuffs, or any cloudiness. So it looks pretty nice. Let's get a side view again. Let's get those quarter panel readings. 19.7. Okay, 19.7. All right. Right rear wheel. Don't see any sidewall damage here. Get a view of the wheel well. Moving on. Looking at the glass, it's in good shape. Don't see any scratches or lamination. Window here, just I checked the window to make sure it was all the way up. There's a slight little gap there. Again, a light rain. Hopefully it should be okay. Car wash, you'd be crazy to run it through one anyways, but it would leak a little bit. Here the belt line trim, decent shape. And again, might need some more polishing there on the wing window. Chrome on the door handles look decent. Get the door readings, 19.7. 20, all right. Quick shot of the windshield from this angle here. Go. Another view of the hood. And let's get the fender readings. 19.7. Okay, 19.7. And then the right front wheel. And the wheel well. Unfortunately, I can't see what I'm filming right now. The brightness of the sun and reflections. So I will be reviewing this later. Hopefully I captured it. Alright. So I just arrived right now. I'm going to have Bart go ahead and start it up. He said he started up about an hour ago, so we'll see how it fires up. Yeah, he started just half a click. Looks like the brake lights are working. I don't see any smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. You know, I'm looking for black, blue, white. Reverse lights are working. Shut down. I haven't started the engine for about 45 minutes now, so this will be the second time I hear it starting. So let's see how she fires up. This is with my foot off the accelerator, and here's we go. Okay, so just a small goose of on the accelerator. She fires right up. Taking a quick look at the gauges here. The oil pressure light is off. Battery light is off as well. Mileage there. If I look around, 92,608. The fuel gauge at 3/4, and the clock is not working. Okay. So let's go ahead and walk out, and we're going to go up to the engine bay. But we'll take one last look at the exhaust. No obvious signs of smoke coming out as of yet. So let's take a quick look at the engine bay area. So we can see that the hood spring supports the weight of the hood. That's good. Nice and firm. I think I hear an exhaust hood. Not like that. I was idle for a while here, but I hear something like a clanking noise going on here. Yeah, the model in there. We're going to take for here is any type of blow-by or any smoke coming out. Typically that's an indication of a worn engine. I'm kind of concerned about that noise there. Alright, I'm going to let that thing idle for a little bit here. I've already checked the oil. Oil looks good. The transmission fluid, that's in great shape. Looking at the pulleys here, the pulleys look straight, but when I get past into that little adapter piece, looks a little shaky there. Right, here looking at the frame, good shape. Don't see any signs of any impact damage there. I've got all the numbers here. I'm hoping that they came out. They're blocked. And any casting numbers that I saw, I made sure I got a picture of. Moving on here. Just about to open up the radiator tap. What I like to do here is check for any signs of cross-contamination or bubbling. Okay, I don't know if you're about to see the fluid here, but it looks green. I don't see any signs of any obvious cross-contamination, but again, it's kind of difficult to see. And more importantly, I don't see any bubbling. I've already given the hoses a nice little pinch. They have some elasticity to them. They feel pretty good, actually. Moving on, let's take a look at the angle here. Pull it straight on. Step them up. Let's just use that noise. Definitely let this engine warm up a little bit to see if that noise goes away. I got some more casting numbers here. I couldn't remove the brake reservoir. I mean, I can, but typically only once a quick release. Here's the tag number, and I also got some casting numbers there in the back of the engine. Right? The installation on the tunnel looks good. And we're going to just push back here a little bit and then move on with what's in the inspection. These outside inspections, I also like to get measurements on the suspension to see if it's actually level. And let's start off with the left front. This is from the floor down to the wheel well, 27 inches. Okay. 27. 27. All right, if I see 27 again, this is gonna be our first. These cars are never level, and wow, 27, nice. We're gonna go ahead and do the top operation. We've already unlatched it, and so I'm gonna go ahead and lower it right now. You can see that it's smooth and seamless. Doesn't catch at all. And there we go. I'm going to give you a quick demo on how nice the doors close. Typically I don't do this video, but when they close this nice, I like to capture that. Just kind of give you an idea of how solid the body is. And then let's try the passenger side. Same thing, I just, very little effort. Nice and solid. Low gear. All right, shift. Okay. We put it in neutral. That's why we had the accidental shift up. So that wasn't slipping. It just went into neutral. We've also
go down to low again.
Yep.
Try it again.
All right. So we've already verified that when he releases the steering wheel, the vehicle continues to drive straight. Also, we stepped on the brakes abruptly, hands off, and stopped straight on. So none of the brakes are pulling. I don't hear any abnormal noises coming from the suspension. No clunking or clacking noises. Seems to accelerate well, and we're just going to continue road testing here for a little bit longer. Bart go and use it a little bit and see what this thing can do. It performed well. The transmission didn't slip. Engine continued to pull, and still braking is dead on. Coming to a nice solid stop.